So, real quick, guys, welcome to Wrestling World. Will Q shave their face? No more beard. I know I look like I'm 12. But anyway, real quick, I want to say thank you all for listening. Thank you all for your support. I appreciate you guys. I want to talk about two things tonight. One being Jinder Mahal's push, and the two being seriousness of Seth Rollins' injury that we saw on Monday night. Now, we know there's a lot going on with Jinder Mahal. We know that the Tony Khan drama has pretty much given Jinder Mahal this big push. That's pretty much why he's in the spotlight. And a lot of people have been talking about Jinder Mahal. He deserves this big push. He needs some type of push whatsoever. The guy's in phenomenal shape. He's come back a fully different guy. It seems like different attitude. And he definitely needs a big push. Now, we know that Jinder Mahal uh, could potentially be going after Seth Rollins. Now, we don't know, the details of Seth Rollins, and I'll get into that in a second, but chances of Jinder Mahal capturing a world title at this time are kind of slim right now. But that all depends on Seth Rollins' injury at the moment. Now, my guess is maybe Jinder goes after one of the mid-card title, maybe the U.S. title, or I believe the IC title was on Raw, so maybe he's the one to beat Gunther. Now, Jinder Mahal beating Gunther would make more sense than him actually going after the world title right now. Being that the Royal Rumble is coming up and CM Punk and Cody Rhodes are the betting favorites to win that. Now, Jinder Mahal, going after Gunther and having a feud would be phenomenal because I know WWE is actually probably looking for a candidate to beat Gunther, if not now, but in the long run. And so far, the guys Gunther has faced, they haven't measured up to somebody that could actually beat him. Now, Jinder Mahal, perfect size, perfect physique. If WWE is going to search for the perfect person to beat Gunther, it has to be somebody his size, somebody his physique, somebody with a great skill level. I would pick Bobby Lashley to fit that role, or whoever. There's a lot of people. Braun Strowman, even he's injured right now, but I'm just saying. And it doesn't have to be somebody with the phenomenal physique. It could be anybody. Like the Miz. The Miz, I guess, would be a good candidate to do it, but he didn't. And I did kind of have different opinions on that, but when you look back at it, he did kind of put on a decent performance, and he is doing well as a babyface right now. But if they're going to have anybody beat Gunther, it should be Jinder. He's the perfect size, and I think realistically, it would make more sense to have somebody on a bigger level to beat Gunther. Somebody like Strowman, Lashley, or Jinder are my top three. But if they're going to have anybody beat Gunther, it has to be Jinder right now because he is the most logical option. Assuming that he doesn't uh, prevail on his WWE Championship win against Seth Rollins. Now, going into Seth Rollins, we don't know the update of his injury. I'm reading now that a lot of people close to Seth Rollins are not even commenting on his injury right now. So we don't know the actual extent of his injury. It's being kept secret by WWE. So I'm kind of nervous now. Maybe this is more serious than we thought. We know that Seth Rollins have had injuries in the past. We know that they have kind of plagued him uh, multiple times. So I'm hoping this isn't serious because this affects not only the Rumble plans, but the WrestleMania plans as well. At WWE, if Seth Rollins is actually injured, will have to do a major rewrite in the storyline plans. Um, and if Seth Rollins is injured, then he'll probably drop the title. Of course, we could see Cody versus Punk for the title. We could see Cody versus Roman still, but we could see CM Punk versus whoever. Maybe there's a tournament. Who knows? But this is all just kind of thinking ahead. We don't know the extent of Seth Rollins' injury. Hopefully, we get a positive update up. But I'm really concerned about WWE's way of doing things. They're kind of keeping things hush hush. The last time WWE kept things hush hush was with Bray Wyatt. And when we found out later that Bray Wyatt had COVID the whole time, when everybody thought he was injured. But this isn't the first time WWE's done this. I think they've done this with Roman at some point too. So I've heard that Seth Rollins is supposed to get an MRI at some point, and we'll find out then what goes on. But I will keep you guys updated as further news goes on. Right now, we could see Jinder, if Seth is injured, take over that top spot, and become a world champion. But if that happens, who knows? Um, Now, if Seth is injured, he does drop the title. That's the only way I see Jinder Mahal becoming a world champion at this time. But if Seth Rollins is okay and he's able to go for the Elimination Chamber, then then I see Seth going over. Then we resume to CM Punk versus Rollins. But who knows? Um, that all depends on what happens now. And there's just a lot of things up in the air right now. But it doesn't help that we're not giving any information. Now I'm assuming WWE doesn't want no journalists or dirt sheets out there spreading lies or misinformation. So it does make sense in a way, but who exactly knows, guys? Who knows what's going to happen? But we shall see. We shall see we shall see what happens, and we'll go from there. Sorry, getting a little tongue tied. It's late. It's 11:30 at night. I'm doing this video. I'm tired. But I was just reading this information as it went down, and I'm just kind of worried for Seth. I think that WWE has a lot of great plans for Seth Rollins and CM Punk coming after the Elimination Chamber, and I would hate to see these plans be hindered due to an injury. This isn't the first time we've went into WrestleMania and an injury has plagued the plans going in. So I wish Seth Rollins well. I wish he has a speedy recovery. I hope this injury is not too serious. I am a huge fan of Seth Rollins. I think he's doing great. Um, I was always a fan of the heel Seth Rollins, but you know, I like the babyface Seth Rollins as well. In other news, John Cena may be retiring soon. He's figuring out an exit strategy as we speak. The right time probably is coming up. We may see John Cena at WrestleMania. Who knows? If they're going to do a John Cena retirement, then WrestleMania could be the best option for John, being that we don't know how many WrestleManias he could have. But right now, John Cena is currently picking an extra strategy, and you got to be careful with this. John Cena's a big name, so you want to give him a top name to go out on. Like they did with Undertaker with AJ Styles. Kurt Angle, um, and so many others. Ric Flair, Shawn Michaels. Shawn Michaels and Taker. We gotta have him have that moment and the perfect exit strategy for the 16-time world champion that's been around. The top guy in the company for so many years. So we gotta have him have that top spot. Who should he go against? I would say somebody like AJ Styles, Randy Orton. I think would be perfect, being that he's had a great history with Randy Orton. It would be cool to see somebody like Kurt Angle come out of retirement to give John Cena that final match, as John Cena was um, the first opponent that he's ever had in WWE, Kurt Angle. So it would be cool to see Kurt Angle face John Cena in Cena's last match. Being that Kurt Angle was, Cena's first opponent, it would fit that he was his last match in WWE. You know, I would say Edge, but Edge is in AEW right now. But somebody like Randy Orton, Kurt Angle, AJ Styles, CM Punk even would be great. I don't know if it'll be a WrestleMania. I'm assuming it could be. being that Cena is saying he doesn't have a lot of time left, it would make sense to do it now. Assuming that maybe Cena won't be around for next year's Mania. Maybe, if he's saying he doesn't have that much time left, we're seeing less and less of Cena. It would make sense to do it at this year's Mania. Um, but who knows, guys? Cena's given his all to WWE, so I think he should be going out the perfect way. But that'll be all for this tonight's episode. I hope you all have a great night. Be sure to comment and like this episode as well as subscribe. Let's hit 780 subscribers, guys. Let's hit that goal closer to 1K. So be sure to like this video. Let me know your thoughts on this week's news. Do you think Jinder Mahal will get a top spot? If you have any news on Seth Rollins, please let me know in the comments. I will keep you guys updated as I hear things. Who do you think John Cena's opponent should be if he retires? Let me know your thoughts down in the comment. And I will see you guys soon. Possibly Monday for another live stream, but we'll see. Have a good night, guys. God bless. I'll see you soon.